Hi guys, we're back.
We are.
This is the midweek update.
Midweek. This is Dale.
And this is Tay, and we're the Jones sisters.
Yes.
So I know we're not the only ones suffering through this these long days and long nights since the time has sprung forward. I have bags under my eyes because I can't sleep long enough at night now. But then when it's time for me to wake up, that's when I'm sleepy again. Then when I get home from work and I do a little exercise and think I might be tired, I won't go to sleep. So I don't know what's going on. But that's all part of these cycles.
I could not sleep for one whole night. I literally slept for an hour and a half and was woke the entire night. The entire night. Like, it was crazy. Ridiculous. Still had to work. Still had to do exercise. Then I had to nerve get a crib. It's just crazy. It was this daylight saving time.
Yes.
It ain't saving me no time. It has messed up my entire what they call it, circadian or something. Skip whatever it is, it jacked.
Eternal clock.
It jacked me up. But guys, in spite of that, we still have to push through, continue with our journey.
Yes.
I was very proud of myself because even though I didn't sleep, normally when you're tired, you just be like, man, just give me anything to eat. I don't even care. I just want to make it through the day because, of course, now that I'm up working, now I just get the most exhaustion hits you, of course, when you're busy and trying to do things. But anywho, but that day I did good. I still stuck to my guns. Actually, I felt like I was even more strict on myself that day. I think I only consumed, honestly, gonna show. I think I only consumed about 1,000 calories. I just had me a Atkins shake. I came in and I think I had some chicken. I literally ate a piece of chicken, a leg quarter. That was baked, that I baked the day before. And I didn't even want no vegetables, y'all. I just was like, just give me this and let me lay down. And then when I had the nerve to lay down, still couldn't go to sleep. It was the craziest thing, just exhausted for no reason, but wouldn't go to sleep. So yeah, but the last night I did a little bit better. I at least slept for 4.5 hours, so that's better than an hour and a half. Oh, and I made it through the day. And today again, I had me an Atkins shake for breakfast, and then but I did do better. Because I was like 1,000 calories for some people they may think that that's a good, but no, I could just tell that my metabolism had pretty much tanked just from me not eating enough, I guess, for my body to burn up. Mm-hmm. So that was one thing that I was determined to do today, was to be a bit more diligent on raising those calories so that I can give my body more fuel, but not go overboard. So I just stuck to my salads and chicken, or I love chicken, y'all. I can eat chicken anytime. So I just stuck to my salad and chicken for lunch, and then I just had some cauliflower broccoli with some baked chicken in a broth and everything like that. I made my own little thing just to have a dinner, but and that's another thing. I don't know. It's like my appetite, it's interesting because last week I was tempted. This week, just my appetite has just dropped quite a bit. And I really don't even have cravings for anything. So it's interesting. But this is also a part of me. This is what I call my zone-in moments. That means I'm locked in. I don't care. I don't see nothing else. I don't think about nothing else. I am focused on what my goal is, and my goal right now is to lose weight and to stay on that journey. So I don't know if just my desire for food has diminished because I'm in that zone now when I know what I need to do and what I'm trying to do and trying to accomplish. So it could be that, but my appetite is just really kind of going away.
And we got our nifty scale and our tape measure.
That might be why my appetite is going away.
We weighed ourselves and we took all kinds of measurements that probably were unnecessary, but we just wanted to see them. And we documented them. Mm-hmm. I gained maybe 3 or 4 pounds probably in a month or so. I think it was about a month or so. So I'm going to get back right with my with my drinking of the water only. I slipped up and I slipped up and I started drinking sweet tea again. So I need to put it down and get back to my water. But I haven't had any soda. I'm telling a story. I had a Diet Dr. Pepper, and
Diet Dr. Pepper good, yo. I'm sorry.
It's good, but it wasn't really worth it. I didn't even get another drink. Like, I just drank more water after I had that Diet Dr. Pepper. I think I nursed that most of the night, but I just drank water. And so I really wasn't tempted to have a soda after tasting that. So I was like, yeah, I can stick with my water. But then I was like, oh, well, I have a sweet tea. But I'm just going to stick to my water again because I do believe that has helped. That it helped my sugar cravings because I was having them, and then I started drinking sweet tea again, like every other day or something. But I'm going to cut back on that again and stick with strictly water. My body, I don't know if anybody else has this craving in their body, but sometimes when I'm not feeling well, my body knows it and I crave orange juice. Mm-hmm. So I have been drinking orange juice quite a bit also. And it's not, I don't feel like I'm getting sick or anything, but it's like my body feels like it's craving vitamin C. Even though I'm taking a lot of vitamins, I take multivitamins, I take vitamin C tablets, I take fish oil, I take vitamin D pills. So I've been taking, making sure I stay up on my vitamins. If you guys have any recommendations for, vitamin supplement, leave it in the comment section below. But I do believe I'm up on my vitamins, but it could be the fact that I haven't been getting enough sleep, and that I'm exhausted. It could be the change of time, and my body is just all out of whack right now. So yeah, we've been dealing with that. But we had fun measuring. We had fun with the tape measure last night.
We were playing.
Yeah,
I think we played more than anything. So we was like, okay, we really got to get this done. We really got to mark it down and everything.
So we're looking forward. We're really giddy about having a scale. We're going to try to minimize how often we get on the scale to weigh ourselves, especially within a week. I say a healthy amount is maybe once every 2 weeks. But, when you have that scale there, it just keep calling you. The scale is worse than the snack. Because when you have that scale there, it's like it's just calling you every time you walk by it. It's like, get on. So you kind of got to put it away, put it in the closet, hide it under the bed or something. And I don't know if it's just you're so excited about what you've been doing and you want to know the progress, or if you've been slipping up and snacking and you just like, let me get on and see what kind of damage I did. But we have the scale. It's awesome. And Amazon, perfect place to buy stuff at. And then I found another piece of shapewear that I purchased. So it should be here soon, and I can't wait to model it for you guys. I'm going to put the two together so you can see my collection. Now this says it's the Fupa Killer. So we'll see how it fits and if it really does what it's advertising.
Back to the scale, y'all. I will say this. I know for myself, the reason why we hadn't purchased, or I hadn't purchased a scale, was because I do get obsessed. I get so obsessed with how much I weigh. I will weigh myself 4 times a day, think I'm lying. Just 2 times in the morning before I leave out, and sometime in the middle of the day and at night. Like, that's how obsessed I become with the scale. So yes, I try, but my goal is to weigh myself every other week. I don't even want to do it every week because, again, I know myself and I don't want to be discouraged. If I don't see something happen immediately. Also, I don't want to aid the obsession of knowing what I weigh constantly. That's another reason why we took our measurements, is because sometimes, and I've been losing weight before, as I stated, I know sometimes you can lose inches and not lose weight. Or lose pounds. So that's something to be mindful of. So we will be weighing ourselves every other week. So every 2 weeks we'll be weighing ourselves. And every month, once a month, we will
take
do
our measurements
again. So that's how we're going to try to curb the obsession of weighing ourselves, and also,
but also using those numbers as motivation to continue on with the journey, so that we have factual evidence of what we're doing, if it's working, if it's not working, and being able to try something else if we get stuck at a plateau, switching it up. So we do have our equipment. What else can we...
Y'all, we call ourselves doing like arm exercises. So we with
our little dumbbells.
We got our dumbbells. We're so psyched up on Sunday, okay? I was like, all right, yeah, we're going to do this move. We're going to do like 10 different moves on the arms. Because we want to make sure we work on our arms. And as far as myself, I actually have to build up more my strength again. And that showed, because I sure enough had this whole side, crick in the neck, everything, for the past 2 days. And I was like, maybe I'm not necessarily there to do all 10 of the arm exercises, like I said, because I'm building it back up.
We went for the guns though, guys. We felt the burn while we were doing it.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like it was unbearable. Like, it felt like, okay, this is doable. We could really do this every other day.
Like,
or, twice a week about it and not be, a problem. I started having spasms in my side. Tay's neck had a crook in it.
Literally.
So I found her a weighted neck.
What's that little thing?
A neck pillow is a weighted neck pillow.
That thing.
That you can either put in the freezer or you can heat it up. I put it on my neck and it felt amazing. So I can just imagine. I'm gonna have to go back and get me one.
Because even though she bought it for me, she's not getting it. It's mine.
And then I finally got me some compression socks. They're the ankle compression socks with the toes out, which for me is a absolute must because I don't like my feet being covered at all. But with the compression socks with my toes out, it gives me just a little wiggle room and my toes can still breathe while my feet are in the socks. And they actually felt really, really good. They weren't comfortable when I first put them on, but as I kept them on for about I think like 3 hours. I kept them on just to build up my time with wearing them. And they felt good. Like my feet and my ankles, they felt really well put together. My ankles have never been like the strongest. Even younger, I would continuously twist my ankles, running, jumping, doing different stuff. My ankles just weren't never that strong. So wearing the compression socks, it really helps make my feet and my ankles feel secure.
Supported, probably.
Yes, and supported. Because I don't wear socks in my sneakers. I don't wear high top sneakers. All the stuff that they tell me I should be doing for support for my ankles, it just drives me crazy. I don't even like wearing shoes. So I am going to get me some more so that when I come home, even if I'm just wearing it in the evening for a few hours and stuff, I feel like it helps. I may be able to eventually build up wearing them, maybe at work, in my sneakers. I don't know. I'm not going to promise myself even that, because they will come off as soon as I get aggravated and hot. So, but they do the job. Like, I bought Tay some compression socks.
She bought me the granny kind. She had me the ones that go all the way up to the kneecap. I said, well,
because she was always saying like how her ankles were swollen, but that was when she was working overnight and she was sitting up all night and literally not really sleeping during the day and being up and moving around during the day. So I mean, she can cut the toes off of hers and do what she want to do with them. She can reconstruct them if she would like, or she can go to the store when I go, or send me some funds and I will buy her the ones like mine's. Cause I've been shopping till I drop with my little stemmy, and I'm not all out, but I'm done shopping.
She been extra investing in herself, honey. She been extra investing.
But I have been investing in things that are helpful for the journey.
True that.
And I guess I'm doing research with all this stuff that I'm buying. As far as the shapewear, or the not shapewear, but the exercise, the clothing that you wear when you're exercising. I just want to see, what works, what doesn't work, how it really fits. I need to have a YouTube channel for that so I can really show, because honey, this is not it. This is not the actual size, factual information. The lies I that they love tell. Buying stuff, but no, I would like for it to be what it is advertising,
y'all. And what I will say, it is a true need for true fit, plus size,
shapewear and
exercise garments. Like, seriously. Because the stuff that they putting out, they will say is a 5 and 6X and talking about it's for size 18, 20.
Yeah,
that is not. Don't try it. They be trying it so hard. But anyway, I digress. It just make me so upset. So this is more of a research process. And seeing the different material, all that stuff that they use, like what works and what don't work.
Yeah.
Basically for true plus size people, individuals, because they be tripping, y'all. They really do these things. But I will say, y'all, even though right now I don't feel comfortable with sharing how much I started off weighing and what I weigh now, because your girl is huge. But your girl has lost 25 pounds, okay? From January. Well, I say from January, but I didn't start the whole process until February. As far as like really going hard. I was making some, actually in January, what I did was I just recorded what I was eating, like without making any restrictions. I wanted to see, and I would track my calories, how much I just was eating. And that's when I found that I was eating like 3,000 or so calories on a daily basis. Well, on a lot of days, not every day, but on a lot of days, I was eating that. And I was like, that's why I'm gaining weight like the way that I am. That's why I am the weight that I am. That's a lot of calories. So that was, I was doing research in the month of January, honestly, to see where I needed to go, or also what I needed to focus on, or what I possibly could start focusing on that will help in the weight loss journey. And then we end up finding about the black
losing weight
mindset. So during February, we were all, anybody who follows us will know that we were making strides. I was cutting back on things, and I believe then that's most likely when I was started losing the weight. But anyway, I don't care what it happened. All I know is that your girl lost 25 pounds. That's all I want to say. And your girl is excited about it, honey. I'm so excited. Yes. And that's, like I said, also, too, that's probably why now I'm just locked in. Now I'm like, oh, I lost the weight. Oh, okay. I can do this again. Oh, okay. Focus. Like, I don't care if somebody walked around with whatever. Nope. My mind says, nope. I know what I gotta do. I know what I'm reaching for. I don't care. I do not care. And so that was one of the great things too about getting the scale and really seeing and noticing that, oh my goodness, on the actual scale, I have lost weight. Not just, oh, I feel like I lost weight, or people saying, oh, I think you lost weight. Those are great. Those are awesome. Even I have noticed that some of my shirts no longer were belly shirts, and they no longer were as tight. And I was like, oh my goodness, I really think that I have. But to think, and from thinking and knowing are two different things. And it was so good, y'all. I was so excited. And I still am excited about that. So just continue on with the journey. And I'll say, to lose that 25 pounds, I first cut back on my calories in February for 2 weeks. I went from 2,000 calories to 16. Did I go to 1650? I did. I went from, no. I went first from, in January, of knowing that I was consuming at least 3,000 calories or a little bit more than that on a daily basis, to focusing on the first 2 weeks in February on sticking strictly to 2,000 calories, no more. And I think a day or two I may have went 2,200 calories, but for the most part I stuck to that 2,000. Then I went to then the next week, the next 2 weeks in February, or the last 2 weeks in February, cut out all fast food. Okay. Then after that, then it hit March Madness, and these past 2 weeks, the first week in March, I cut out sweets, and that means even fruit. I didn't eat any fruit, and I was just trying to have a clean slate, try to kind of clean my body of processed sugars. Mm-hmm. That's what I mainly was doing, just trying to get rid of the processed sugars. And then last week and this week have been focusing on eliminating the amount of carbs that I'm taking in. Last week, I was a bit extreme. I tried not to consume more than 20 grams of carbs, but then once I did my, it's called macronutrients, I realized that I can actually consume 30. So I was like, ooh, she was missing out on her 10 other carbs. But my 10 grams of carbs, basically. So this week I have been allotting myself the 30 grams of carbs. But that has come in the form of not eating, carbs. That's come in the form of eating vegetables. And because vegetables, I don't care what they are, a lot of them have carbs in them. Also, I did have cantaloupe one day, and when I saw how many grams of sugar was in that sucker, I was like, she gonna have a few pieces and let that be what it's gonna be. Also, what else? That's pretty much. So I've just been making steps, and normally I would do it in increments of 2 weeks. It's just in March that I've started making those changes every week. Started increasing or changing up things, and becoming more strict on what I'm consuming, and it has worked. Now, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a physician to tell you specifically how you should do it. Mm-hmm. But I'm just telling you, as far as myself, what has been working, and losing 25 pounds within that time frame, that tells you, guess what? It's working. So,
congratulations, Tay.
And drinking my water, period. Thank you very much. So hopefully, I will say this. My goal is, and y'all might be like, well, Dad, it took you 6 weeks to do the 25, but my goal in the next 2 weeks, though, honestly, I wasn't going to say it out loud, but I feel like I need to put it out there, because accountability and to make me stick with it. By the end of March, I want to be in have lost. I don't even know if that made sense of what I just said. I want to lose 15 pounds. So I'm giving myself 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
2 weeks. So the next time I step on that scale, I want to have lost 15 pounds. So and also too, during that time frame, during February, I focused on just breathing exercise. I didn't really mix in anything else. Once March hit though, I started doing walk away the pounds more consistently, or just aerobic exercises, adding on to the breathing exercise. So it's the breathing exercise plus some other form of aerobic exercise that's been added. So I have been exercising as well, also drinking my water, and that's my main source of fluids in which I get into my body. I know yesterday, while I really didn't have an appetite to eat, this time running up. Okay. While I didn't have an appetite to eat, I did at least get my 64 ounces of water in. So that's that. I just wanted to share that with y'all. That was our update.
Yep. And we'll be back on Saturday. More updates.
Yes. Hopefully with more information or something else that we want to do. We're going to do.
Hopefully my shapewear will have come in and I can model that for you guys.
Yes. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for listening. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
Okay, tell your grandma, your cousin, your uncle, auntie, all them people, my cousins, my aunt, my nieces, my nephews. Child, share with everybody.
But enjoy the rest of your week.
Yes.
And get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water,
y'all.
And try to smile. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.